We should do it.
The intro.
Hello and welcome, and hello, welcome. I'm Zoma,
And I'm Duck.
and welcome to the Somethingpodcast.
The podcast, we have no idea what we're going to start talking about until we start talking about it.
Yeah, how you were, before the show even began, you were talking about how you almost got run over.
Oh, yeah. On my way to the radio station, I was walking because I was like, well, you know what? I got to get there for the podcast. And I got there a little late. But I was walking, and everyone knows the cross-section, or everyone... Not everyone knows the cross-section, but a lot of people know the cross-section from, like, all, like, the upperclassmen halls across the street to, like, the gym area. I was walking there. I hit the button to cross the street because I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I love to press buttons. Most of the time, I'm a law-abiding citizen. Anyway, so we go, and I'm walking. I press the button, and I see the light turn green, and I see the sign turn to the white little walking man, and then the hand starts counting down. 30, 29, 28, and I'm like, okay, I can walk across.
I have time.
I start walking across. I see there's one car that was waiting there. I look. I'm like, okay, there's no blinker for a turn signal at all. It's sitting there. It sees that I have everything, and I start walking. I'm a little distracted looking at the ground because most of the time I don't really look up when I'm walking because I don't know, I guess I'm a weirdo. And I'm there, and I look, and I see movement out of my little peripheral vision in front of me, and I look, and this car that was sitting there has started driving and turning, and it almost directly turns into me, and I do a little side jump, and the car stops, and the lady driving the car, she looks at me like it was my fault. Like she is. I have to double check to make sure that the light's still there, and it's still blinking. I think it's at 21 seconds at this point, and she is so pissed at me for no reason, I can't believe I almost hit this young man. Then she drove away.
I can't believe it. I almost hit this man, and he almost ruined my paint job.
I was so confused. I just couldn't believe it at all. Also, all my condolences to the people of fantasy football who had actually placed bets at all, because this week might have been the weirdest week I've ever seen in my life. The Panthers won, the Jaguars won, the Patriots won. I'm just so confused. The Tennessee Titans won. They're the worst team I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I just don't know. The Chargers lost. Actually, that's not that bad. I just don't know what happened. I lost in fantasy by 2 points. By 2 points, man. All my wide receiver core is gone except for Justin Jefferson. He's the only one that did his job. Yeah, you don't know what I'm talking about.
No,
you don't watch.
I just did what every person who doesn't know sports, they just nod their head and be like,
yes.
because they will just, because if you don't understand, they will just keep going. So it's yeah, I guess I'll just sit through this conversation of just you yelling at me,
I didn't yell at you.
or you ranting at me, telling me why I should feel a certain way that the Patriots lost.
I don't know. The Patriots won, actually.
Okay, I was not even listening to that.
I know. I'm a little... Yeah, it's okay, though, because I don't place bets. So everyone that, actually does sports betting, I'm sorry for you. I got a message from one of our listeners. It says, "You shut the fuck up right now. Shut up. Do not talk about this. Good boy. You can talk about Justin Jefferson. Stop. I lost money." My condolences out to the listener who just lost money in sports betting because
Condolences to the person.
it's okay.
And the best part is, I don't know anything about sports, but I won fantasy football before.
I have not.
I won in my first year of doing it, and then I stopped doing it.
This is my first year, and I just lost pretty badly.
I found the real strategy. And do you want to know what that is?
What is that?
It's not about the team players. It's not about their scores. It's not even how they look. You see, middle school me had a genius idea. He chose the people with the stupidest names, or the names that he could make puns and jokes out of. And then I won.
Nice. That's always fun. Yeah. So what have you been up to? We haven't done the podcast in a little while.
Yeah.
Been slacking a bit.
Yeah, one of us has been slacking a bit.
One of us has been slacking. No,
One of us has been slacking.
We don't know which one of us it is.
It could be either one of us.
Anyway, so what have you been up to since lack of podcasting?
I wanted to tell this like a week ago, but because someone forgot the podcast was today.
I didn't forget. I did forget.
Okay, so we figured out who it
It
was.
was me, guys. I forgot there was a podcast. I was used to the old time. This is a new time. Late night listens.
He forgot we had a podcast, even though this is like our year anniversary.
I know. I'm sorry. This is hey. Our year anniversary was more like a little farther down the line.
It's about our year anniversary. I feel like we've been doing this for a year, and just speaking objectively, I don't think we've gotten any better.
No, not even the slightest. But I do have a new reminder for the podcast, which is why I'm here today. Because it did not go off last week when I wasn't there.
Because I feel like whenever people like do like a show or like they do something repeatedly for a year, you can at least like tell like somewhat that they've improved.
No,
I don't think you could tell at all.
not with us. Not with us. We're too unfocused and unlocked in, and we're inspiring the people that want to do something. All those people that are like, let's start a podcast. This is what happens when you don't plan.
Yeah. We've just pretty much done what every 20-year-old is doing now, which is start a podcast.
Yeah. Oh, please tell your story, and then I will talk about podcasts.
I will talk about podcasts.
No, I promise it's very, very like relevant. But
Okay.
Go ahead with your story first.
So, I am in a communications class, which, if you know me, that doesn't seem like a good thing because I've never seemed like the person who can talk.
Exactly.
And that's why I'm on a radio show. But anyways, I had to present for my class. And, well, it wasn't even me having to stand in front of, like, the room. I just had to sit where I was, right?
Yes.
And normally, like, I try to rehearse what I'm going to say beforehand. Or I, like, try to get myself locked in. Because, like, I feel like I have two, like, stages of me. Where it's like, I can be social if I want to be. But I have to, like, put in effort first to, like, prepare myself.
Yeah, like mental preparation before actual stuff.
So, I'm like, in class. I'm, like, mentally preparing myself. I'm like, I got this. And then she's like, okay, Zoma, you want to talk? And I'm like, oh, I immediately lost it. So, I had to talk for 5 whole minutes of me not locked in. And I'm just going to say this. It was a train wreck.
A train wreck.
It was an absolute train wreck. My friend sitting next to me, he afterwards, like right after class, he was like, I've never heard anyone so cartoonishly scared in their life. Because you were actually shaking the entire time. Like you were trembling in fear.
In the communications class.
Your voice was like trembling. You were stuttering and you could just hear the fear. Because like my mind, I was like, I'm locked in. Immediately gone.
Locked out, bro. They looked at you and she was like, okay, are you ready? And you're like, I was ready, but now I'm not.
I'm
Like,
not.
you
It's
put in my
immediately
mind.
gone. So
Whoa.
So then it's like, I'm the communications major. Look at me.
I can't talk at all. Communication? Nah, that's not my forte.
And the best part is, I have to do that again in like a month or two. And I have like an actual like big presentation in front of the class in like 2 weeks. So I have to do that again.
Well, think about this. You can only go up from the bottom. You can only get better.
I can only get better from rock bottom of just pure fear.
Exactly.
Okay. Now you wanted to go talk about
yes.
podcast.
Podcasting on podcasts. There was a YouTube channel a while back. I don't know if you remember. It was called The Try Guys. There was 3 of them. They did like funny, like little silly content, little goofy stuff. And one of the guys, he was always talking about how much he loved his wife.
My wife.
Anyway, he ended up cheating on his wife in a very public setting, very publicly. And so, obviously, he stopped working with the Try Guys because, you know, he cheated on his wife. A couple years ago, that was. More recently, he started a podcast talking about random stuff, remembering that, oh yeah, like he cheated on his wife. He had brought his ex-wife onto the podcast, then did a whole podcast episode with his ex-wife talking about how it was like to cheat on her and how like the mental stuff that he was going through during that period. And it was the most uncomfortable thing I have ever heard in my life.
Yeah, just the idea of being like, guys, I have a great idea.
Let me start a podcast. I'm in my like 30s or 40s. Let me start my podcast about how I cheated on my wife.
With my wife. With my ex-wife.
That I cheated on publicly after telling everyone how much I love her.
That just does not sound like a good idea.
It was not. It was such a bad idea. Like, I cannot explain to you. I gotta look it up right now.
Is it the I Cheated on My Wife podcast?
The podcast is called, I think, I don't even remember. It's something, oh, I'm pretty sure, it's called Rock Bottom with Ned Fulmer. And it is a conversation with his ex-wife. And you know it's bad
Yeah.
when Moist Critical makes a video about it, talking about how it's the most uncomfortable podcast he's ever watched.
Well, yeah, just getting the synopsis, I don't feel like I need to listen to it because I already feel like I know how this is going to go down. The guy is going to be like, so yeah, I was going through all this stuff and then I cheated on you. And then the ex-wife is just being like, yep, you did.
That happened.
Yeah, you did do that.
I was there.
I was there when you cheated on me, yeah.
I saw it all happen. Well, I don't know if she saw it happen. I wasn't listening that much to the podcast. I just wanted to skip.
How long is it?
It's an hour, 8 minutes. It's an hour and that's edited too.
That just must suck to be like having an hour-long conversation recorded of being like, yeah, you did cheat on me.
I think maybe she was just doing it for the money.
And that's fair.
Or, well, I don't know if they paid her, but like imagine a couple of years ago you got cheated on by your husband and he invites you onto his podcast that he just started. Like, that's terrible. And why do you think he started this podcast? Was it to better his life, or did he just run out of money he made from YouTube? We don't know.
That could be either.
Speaking of turning their lives around, actually, I would like to point out that popular MMOs,
You know what?
he is back.
You were talking about Ned Fulmer, and I was like, you know, there's a guy who I feel like I want to talk about more than Ned.
Oh, absolutely. Pat from Popular MMOs is over 100 days sober now after getting arrested after being on the side of the sidewalk super drunk. He is now sober.
Boy.
It's the Minecraft guy.
You Minecraft your way out of this.
He did it. We're all so happy to hear that he is no longer down the rabbit hole of drinking and making bad decisions. And that's it. Like, we're proud of him.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if it's because he's like sobered up and like people have started watching his content again, but I just keep on getting like shorts and reels of like past moments and clips.
Oh, I did that a while ago. Like once, like when he like first got arrested, it was like, Obito, is that you? And then it was like, wow, 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 music. And then like it was like the moments that they were like when they were like dating or like together. He has a new girlfriend though. Good for him. Or maybe it's the same one from before and she just never left him because he was like, she believed in him. But I don't know. Either way, good for him. The opposite of Ned Fulmer. Fulmer?
No Fulmer.
No, I cannot join a communications class. You have just heard the reason why.
Neither of us should be in a communications class, and I'm a major.
I'm not. I am not a major.
This is what I'm supposed to be specializing in. I'm supposed to be able to specialize in talking.
I love being specialized in talking. Me when I talk good. Me when talk good.
I like when me talk good.
Me when talk good go good well.
Oh yeah, I was having a conversation with a friend of ours.
Uh-huh.
Do you believe movies are a good date?
No. I believe movies are one of the worst dates. And recently, honestly, I used to be a big advocate for like a bowling date.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be.
Wait,
pretty recently.
What happened that made it like it's a horrible idea?
No, it's not a horrible idea, but like after going on like one or two, I kind of realized there's one slight issue. it's very loud, and so it's very hard to communicate because you're just walking back and forth. Like you each walk back and forth, and there's glimpses of conversation, but there's nothing full, which is why I would always like do something else after so that I could talk to them, and that's how I like. I mean, those are fun, those are good. I like those things, but as for, I think it's kind of like over now. It's over. It's wraps. Cause, you know, what are you gonna do? Imagine you're trying to talk to someone to get to know them because it's a date, and they keep walking and you both are walking back and forth. So there's glimpses. There's just little tiny glimpses of you actually talking to the person, when in reality, it's like every 10 seconds you hit them with like a one-liner when like they miss, or like good job in bowling.
You suck.
Hit all the pins next time or something. But
You should get your eyes checked.
But like it's just like really hard. So I'm more of a fan of like an arcade.
Mini golf.
Arcades and mini golf are very good because you can talk to the person and you're likely both gonna suck at it anyway. So that's my opinion. I think movie dates are the worst date.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you win on bowling dates, would you let them win?
Absolutely not.
Okay, good.
Because if I'm gonna let someone win, then there's no letting someone win, right? It's you gotta earn it, really. Like, if they can't, like, imagine, like, if I let them win, then the next time we go on a date, like, I try because it's, like, going well, then it's gonna look like not only am I a liar, but then it's like they should have gotten used to the competitive nature already. So, like, you know, you gotta lock in for all that. In my opinion, if you let someone win on a date, then it'll feel different when you actually are going out with a person and you're not letting them like win anymore because you're like gotta try. Unless you let them win every time.
No.
But then you're just a liar. Then you're just a loser.
Then you just suck at bowling at that point.
You either suck at bowling or you're like you're lying to them. You're manipulating them.
No, because I was having a conversation with someone like a few days ago, and they were like, "Yeah, I love movie dates. Like, just getting to watch a film." And I'm like, yeah, but you don't talk to the person.
I agree. You don't. Like, what are you going to do? Sit there? Film critique them? Like, I feel like you either have to be really, really into films, or maybe, like, putting a movie on in the background and, like, actually doing something else as, like, just for background noise. I think a movie is okay.
Also, this just comes from a guy who's never been on a date, but has only seen, like, movies of people on dates. How do you get the idea of being like, yeah, it's first date, I'm going to grab their hand?
I don't know.
Genuinely, I don't know how you do it.
I don't either. There's nothing that makes it less awkward.
Because I know this sounds like me just being like a complete loser of being like, so when do I hold their hand? But that is like a good question.
It's really a great question.
What's
honestly.
the sign that I'm like, yeah, we've been sitting in silence for like 30 minutes. We haven't looked at each other at all since we sat down. I think it's about time we held hands.
I believe there's no correct moment. It's just when the feeling is right, I suppose. There's not really like a good time for it ever. In my opinion, after going on like one, because sometimes people aren't into like physical touch anyway, so it's not like you can like go and just like go and do it. They have to be into it. And like maybe, I feel like if I'm driving in a car, then I feel like it's better than like, because like I don't want to hold their hand during the entire movie, or my hand gonna get sweaty. Like, that's nasty.
That's nasty. I don't know.
That's gross.
Man.
Not that I like, my hands have been washed beforehand, but now after the date, my hands are all weirdly wet because we've been holding hands the whole damn time. Now my hands are sweaty and gross. No one wants to hold someone's sweaty all hands.
How much heat do you generate that you're like?
Too much. I run hot, and it's a problem. It's truly an issue.
Yeah, I'd say I run more relatively on the warm side. But it's like, I don't think holding hands for like 20 minutes is going to make my hands like sweaty and nasty.
They're not like that sweaty, but like it's like uncomfortable moistness, I suppose is the correct word. An uncomfortable moistness. That's a perfect description of like my hands after holding them for a long time, I would imagine. An uncomfortable moistness.
Yeah, but then you get the just sit there in your uncomfortable moistness together.
I guess. I don't know if there's ever a good time to hold hands. There's never a correct moment. But there's never a correct moment, but that doesn't mean it doesn't happen. And can't happen.
Do you think it would be lame for you to just randomly be like, you're walking and be like, can I hold your hand, please?
No, I feel like you have to be smoother with it nowadays, or else it's just like you're corny and cringe. You don't want to be corny and cringe. That would be bad.
I'm with the girl I like. I don't want to be corny and cringe.
I'm with the girl I like. I can't be corny and cringe. I have to pick
I can only be
one.
corny.
I have to pick one.
I can either be corny or I can either be cringe. And most of the time I land on the cringe side.
Yeah. I agree. You can pick one, swallow your pill, you know? Holding hands is weird sometimes. Sometimes it's not weird. I feel like it's not the worst thing ever. It's kind of just like a grip.
Just a grip.
I just got a message from one of our listeners.
Yeah.
Just grab the fucker.
Why would
just
I do
grab that fucker?
Why would I do that? That just sounds
like, cause
wrong.
then it's like awkward. Like, think about this.
What if they don't want me to hold their hand?
What if they pull away? Then it's worse.
Yeah. What if I?
Then I'm embarrassed. Then I'm like, oh my god.
Also, biggest concern. What if I miss?
What if you? I feel like it's not. There's no like missing.
No, there is missing because like I could try to hold their hand, like, but then or I can miss and I accidentally grab like 2 or 3 of their fingers, and I'm like.
Then it's like, oh god, now we're screwed.
Well, great, now I missed.
Yeah, that's fair. I suppose.
I don't know this from experience.
I know nothing from experience. Skill issue. Is what I just got messaged. Skill issue. Is it? I don't know. Honestly, holding hands
I
is
feel
weird.
like if you miss holding hands, I don't think that's a skill issue. I think that's just more of a talent.
Normally, I let them go for it first. Not like I'm like, oh, they're gonna have to ask me to hold my hand. No, I'll just hold out my hand and wait for them to grab it if it's like been initiated. If it's the moment is right. Because most of the time there's just the feeling of we can hold hands now. I don't know how to hold hands now. I don't even know how to describe it. It just happens sometimes.
It's just a feeling in our gut.
Mostly in my balls. No, I'm kidding. Mostly in my rectum, really.
When I got that tingling sensation in my butt, I know it's time to hold hands.
Yeah, exactly. Now you're getting it. When the feeling is right, the feeling is right. There's nothing you can do extra. It's too much work.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What do you think the classification of a date is?
If you say it's a date, then it's a date. That's pretty much it for me.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Other people have like other classifications because people have told me it's just when 2 people are together that's a date.
I don't think that's
right
close,
at all.
Really. I think they could not be farther away from the truth.
Yeah, because I feel like even if you're just like 2 different if you're like 2 genders, just because it's a boy and a girl together, I don't think that counts as a date.
No, because you can have friends that are women, and men can have friends that are... Wait, no. Men can have friends that are women.
Men can have friends that are
Women
men.
can have friends that are men, and also the same gender thing, too. Because, like, imagine, like, you're a straight woman, right?
Yes.
And you're hanging out with one of your friends that you've been... Like, that you've known your entire life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're both women, and you're both straight. By that definition of whoever said that, you would be on a date, a lesbian date. Which, you know what? It's okay to be lesbian, guys. But if you're not lesbian and someone's like, you know what? I think we're on a date right now. And, like, the definition is just bad. It's a bad definition, really. Hashtag justice for lesbians. I guess. I don't know. I don't really know.
You're not, yeah.
It's fair. I mean, yeah. But I think the definition is wrong. I think it has to be agreed upon that it's a date beforehand. Or, like, I don't know. I don't think there's ever been a time where I've been hanging out with someone and it's turned into a date. Because my mental for a date versus my mental for hanging out with someone are completely different things.
You just change your personality?
No, I don't change my personality, but there's, like I'm never... Like, if I'm just hanging out with 2 people, I'm never going to, like, hold their hand. Like, that's not happening. I'm sorry.
You don't just randomly grab your homie's hand?
Nah, sometimes we do to skip. Just down, hold hands and skip. But
exactly,
that's like a bit, though. That's like we're doing a bit, though. So it's, like, different. You know? Yeah. Speaking of which, there was a concert recently, a pop-up concert by Daniel Caesar. To everyone that actually went to that, good for you. To me, who also went to that, I went to the wrong place. I was ready to go to the place, right? Very excited, as one is, for the event. And I'm like chilling, living my best life, doing my thing, ready for the concert. And he posts it, and in 2 minutes, I see that he had posted it. 2 minutes. And I'm like, okay, this is great, right? I'm excited. We get in the car, we start driving. The place that he had said was, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it was a park. It was called like Elysian Park or something in LA. And so obviously I Google Maps it, and it told me that Elysian Park was a park. You know, a park. Come to find out, he did not mean the actual park. What he meant was the location known as Elysian Park, which is an area, and not just a park. It is an area. There's an area with the same name as a park. So we had to walk/run 1.5 miles to get to this concert that I didn't know about until the night before. So all in all, good experience. I did not have the greatest view, but the songs were chill, and also the police were there. And there was like a helicopter circling the park for like a long time. Some would say too long. I would agree with them. Far too long. Especially because I'm trying to listen to this concert that's like not like in a stadium. So like the speakers aren't like crazy or whatever. And I'll just hear just randomly from like the helicopter flying above us. And I'm like, I'm trying to listen to this guy that I paid zero money for that announced this concert. I'm excited. And now I can't because just in the sky.
Yeah, it was in the sky going.
Exactly. So what would I do? But all in all, I went with cool people. However, this is what I did not know. Two of my friends, they dated in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Shocking, I know. And in the month of March, around there, they had broken up.
Yes.
Or something. And the only reason I know this is not only because both of them told me, one a lot sooner than the other, but also one of them was invited to my birthday party, and he did not elaborate, but he texted that he was like, there was like something that was going on, and he like was like not really like in a jolly mood, and he didn't want to like have to pretend and bring the mood down slightly, so he canceled. So I got one of my backups to come, obviously, because you always got to have people that you're like, I want to invite you, but there's not enough room. So if someone cancels, because I know a lot of people in my life will probably like cancel because they're busy or they're far away, so I'm like, okay, you can come instead.
I can promise you, I don't have backups.
I do. I can't take 20 people bowling. It's just not feasible.
Why not?
It's just not feasible.
I feel like that would be a fun time.
No. 10 people in each lane.
30 people bowling, all in one lane.
Just forever. Anyway, so I go and I find out, and I find out, and one of them is like, she's like debating telling her boyfriend or her ex-boyfriend, like, oh, he should come, but like maybe I shouldn't tell him because like it didn't work out well, but like I don't want to gatekeep because he's like an OG fan. So in my mind, I'm thinking if he's an OG fan, number one, he probably already knows. Number two, I'll text him. So I texted him asking if he was going. He was like, I was about to text you the same thing. So our plan was to, whoopsie, sorry microphone. I just slammed the microphone. Our plan, the game plan.
Mm-hmm.
Girl X was going to meet us at the concert and finish her work at a study session in a nearby location.
Yes.
I was going to go with one of our friends from college and meet up with him around the time, like a couple hours before we thought he would announce the concert. However, the other person showed up to the same place, right? Because I told her where we were going to be, and she was going to go to this original place that was closer, but she's like, this place is too sketchy. I'm scared. Like, I'm going to get, like, robbed. We randomly bumped into her while we were on our way to Mr. Boyfriend, a.k.a. my friend David. He will be known as David.
Okay.
I'm too lazy to keep saying boyfriend, girlfriend, ex, blah, 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 right? We're on our way to David, and now we're debating, does other person come with us so we carpool? Because the plan was to carpool, but the original plan was to meet her there and not show up to avoid as much awkwardness as possible before the concert. We get there, and I guess we all decide carpool it is. It shouldn't be that awkward. They're not going to have to talk to each other because David will sit in the front, X will sit in the back with my friend, and me and David will talk and they'll talk, and we'll be like X-word. And also David's chill. I imagine it's been like 6-7 months. He'll probably be over it a little bit, right? Be comfortable enough.
Why am I expecting the worst?
Anyway, it was totally like, everything was like fine. David was a little quiet, but he's always a little quiet. And like he was, we're all talking, all chatting, all having a decent time. At least I'm having a great time. I'm always having a good time.
Enjoying
We get there, we park. I think I'm going to get towed because I parked in like a towaway area, but like so there's like 3 other people and they're all like, oh, don't worry, you're going to get towed last if you get towed. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. Long walk. I'm looking at my phone because I'm trying to figure out where the heck we're going. So I stop. There's a group of people walking in one direction. A friend and X walk that way. They keep following the crowd. Me and David stay behind because we're trying to figure out if they're going the right way or if we're crazy. We watch the video again. It says here, we're like, oh shit, they're way ahead of us at this point. Like they've been walking for like maybe 5 or 10 extra minutes. And we're like, shit. So we start the long and arduous journey to get there.
Yeah.
People are turning around sometimes because they're like, it's not worth it. It's going to take too long to get there. First of all, it didn't take much longer to get there from when they said that. So they missed out on this free concert. Secondly, we eventually get there. We get there at almost the exact same time as them. Also, both my roommates and one of my coworkers were there. My coworker called out sick to be there. I was responsible and got someone to cover. Anyway, we get there. X is on one side, David's by me, me and friend in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful event. We're all chilling and talking. And then we'll go back to Little Tokyo because that's where David parked and around where the X parked as well.
Yeah.
We're there, vibing. We're about to get food. We're thinking, one of my friends is like, oh, I still want to buy the nails, like at the place. Like I need to get like fancy nails. And she is going to take forever to decide. Because, I guess nails are big, especially when you're spending $15 on like stick-on nails or whatever at this random place. Which,
I'm stupid. I thought you were talking about like
no,
hammer
not the
nails.
hammer nails. So, anyway, as soon as I'm looking at David, he's talking to me, we're talking, and he's like, I think there might have been a little bit of a miscommunication. And I'm like, the original plan was not to meet up with her here. It was to meet up with her at the thing, and like he didn't know this. And he's like, oh. Anyway, then we go to get dinner at this Korean hibachi barbecue place. It was pretty good. They all judged me for not having vegetables in the thing because I didn't like them because they were cooked. But it doesn't matter. We all eat. It's a good time. They're like, they're kind of reminiscing about high school and like the fact that I kept eating chicken and rice bowls every single day and I never used the soy sauce. That was the reminiscing, not about the other stuff. We leave. Everyone's having a good time. I say bye to David. I say bye to X. Everyone's chilling. Later, text from David. And it's not a bad text. He said he was like, it's later once we all get back about. He said, sorry if I was kind of in an mood to talk. He said that my friend seems like the girl version of me. So pretty cool, according to him. And he said, I'm sure both of you don't know, but let's just say it didn't end on the best of terms last time. I did not know this. I did not know this going into it. As a person who has broken up or been broken up with people, it has never ended on bad terms. So I know it's ended on bad terms when people have like done something to deserve it, like cheated. But I think theirs was like more of a mutual falling out, as far as I'm aware. So I did not know that it did not end on good terms last time. And then he said, I guess I clearly haven't gotten over some stuff. But anyway, it was still fun. So he still had a good time. But after 6 or 7 months, I was not prepared to not know to go to a concert and spend a day, like an afternoon, like a full like 6 hours about with 2 people that I knew from high school that were dating that I didn't know ended on bad terms 6 or 7 months ago. But all in all, good adventure.
All in all,
a little awkward because that wasn't the original plan.
David suffered a bit. He's fine. He enjoyed himself.
But he did have a good time. He had a fun time. X had a good time as far as I'm aware. And friend had a good time too. I'm very bad at social cues apparently. But nice time. Everyone was chill. Nothing bad happened. There was no anger. There was no fighting. Everyone just pretended like it was normal.
Everyone just pretended nothing happened.
And all in all, I would say free concert, good food. Nice. They had really expensive lighters at a place. I did not buy them because I'm poor.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I know anyone from high school that's actually dated anyone. Or when I knew them dated anyone. So I don't have to deal with any of that.
Very fair.
But however, I did...
Waiting.
I watched one of my good friends. I'll just say K. He was in a relationship for a day. That was great.
How? How does that even manage? How's that
Okay,
manage?
so the day before, he was like messaging me in like the group chat. He was being like, "Okay, there's this girl that like I feel like she likes me. But I don't know if I want to shoot my shot. I don't know if I want to do this because I'm just scared that she's actually going to like say no, right?" And then the whole time we're like, "Do it, no balls, do it." You know, as high school guys, we're just like, "Yeah, do it if you want. We'll pick up your pieces if you break, and we'll make fun of you if you fail." So, you know, high school guys. So then basically, he's like, "Okay, I'll ask her during lunch because that's when she's most free. That's when I can get on one-on-one with her. It'll be great." So we leave him to his devices. I have no idea to this day what happened, but it seemed like they were together because at the end of the day, after like fourth period, I was walking with like my friends because it was right before like tennis practice. So we were walking to like the gate, and out of the corner of our eye, we see my friend Kay holding the girl's hand. So we're like, he did it.
Congratulations.
He did it.
You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
Boy held hand.
Let's go. How do you think he did that? What do you think the moment was that he did that?
He had the tingling in his butt.
He felt it in his rectum.
He felt it in his rectum. He knew it was his time.
He's like, I got this.
So then we're like, okay, we're going to take pictures behind him, and then we're going to make fun of him afterwards. So we do that. We're like, ooh, look at that. Ooh, hold it, hand holder. And then it was like an hour or two after. He's like, yeah, so like things didn't work out.
No.
And immediately hearing this, we're like, what did you do?
How do you manage this? It's been a day.
How did you fumble that badly? What did you have to do in order to get the girl and then immediately lose?
The same day. The same afternoon.
And then he's like, yeah, Zoma, you weren't a good wingman. And I was like, bro, my job is to get you to point A to point B. Whatever you do after B, that's on your own.
Whatever you do from point A to point B is not on me.
I have to help you get to B. Like, I can give you the push. I can give you some advice, even though I have no experience or have any good knowledge.
You have some experience, right?
Never been on a single date. Don't know how.
Okay, to be fair, dating is weird.
Dating is weird. I asked a girl to play Among Us one time, and that's how I got a girlfriend. Anyways, I'm like, I just have to help you get like courage to ask this girl. My job isn't to help you after that. That's your own thing. And also, I didn't even have time to help you. That was like a 3-hour time span, man. And then he told me like the next day, he was like, yeah, so like originally she agreed, but then like 3 hours later she messaged me saying, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm 100% feeling this. And I'm like, well, dang, you already
It's sold by nothing.
Yeah, I guess you just lost.
You can't fumble what's not been received ever.
Yeah.
He caught it out of bounds and then fumbled after.
And
Like,
then
that's embarrassing.
and then he had the goal to ask me, "Does that count as a relationship?" And I was like, "No, that wasn't even a day. I don't think you even got the title of boyfriend in that span of time." How long do you think it takes to get the title of boyfriend? Because it's more than a day.
It's so long. I believe it's long, like at least a couple months of dating actively, plus the time before that you're talking. So,
Really?
like,
It takes months?
I would say it takes a couple months because you could be dating someone and not be their boyfriend or girlfriend. That's what I thought, by the way. Your face right now is exactly my reaction when someone told me that. And I was like,
What?
wait a minute. Because all of my relationships have been, we never went out on a date. We just started dating because we both just liked each other. And that's just how it worked. And then like later, a couple months or like a month or two would go by. And we'd be like officially boyfriend, girlfriend. But because there's like different levels to it. Like you can be dating.
There's levels?
Yeah, you can talk to someone and not go on any dates with them. Then you can start going on like a couple dates with them. Then you can be officially exclusive, so you're dating. Then you can be like their boyfriend or something. And I think that's how that works. But I think that's how I think, at least. That's what I've been told in this modern day of dating. You have the talking stage, you have going on dates, dating, exclusive, then like official boyfriend girlfriend type shit. And I think two of those come very back to back, which is two of those groups come very back to back. Talking and then going on a date are very quick. Then being exclusive and then being boyfriend girlfriend come very quick. But everything in between takes a little bit longer, from going on dates to officially dating to being exclusive takes the most time. Like those three little steps. But it doesn't have to be that way. I'm confused by it myself, and I don't even know if I'm fully right. You'd have to talk to someone that knows a little bit more.
Because I just had, at most, talking stage, then dating. And then I was like, okay.
That's pretty much me too.
So I was like, cool, this is a thing now? Took me like 2 weeks for me to actually fully process it, but yeah. I guess we're dating.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I got a little attachment for my phone. You guys know, to all the people out there, some of them, most of them, probably know what hippers are. Hippers are those little things that some people have on their phones. You can see this. There's different kinds. Some people have like these things called the Sony Angel like hippers, which is like a baby with a hat, but it's like butt booty naked, and honestly, that one really weirds me out. I have a cat that's being eaten by a shark or in a shark costume on my phone just all the time, and it's super cute, and I recommend it to people. It's easier to find your phone in a group of phones when you have a cat on your phone. And also, this way I won't lose it in the dark. I will show you what a Sony Angel hipper looks like, by the way, if you didn't look it up. Just here. I'll show you this is what the front looks like. And then that's the back. And people actually just have that on their phones.
Why would you have that on your phone? It's a baby with a strawberry on its head.
And a butt. A defined butt. Why? Why? People have some of those in their cars, like on the dashboards. I don't understand it. They're like LABUBUs. They're both from blind boxes. I just don't get it. I don't understand why you would want something that's so ugly. Ugly. Why would you want a butt on your phone?
Well, that would be kind of funny. But also, I have a question.
Yeah.
This is a genuine question.
Okay.
I think it's a serious discussion.
I'll give you a genuine, serious answer to this most genuine, serious question that I'm about to get asked.
How tall do you have to be to no longer be a LABUBU man?
To no longer be a LABUBU man?
Yeah, how tall do you have to be to no longer be a LABUBU man?
What even is a LABUBU man?
That's a new term I've heard of people calling short people. They're like, you're below average height, you're a LABUBU.
How tall are you? Give me like...
I'm a strong 5'3".
Okay. So, I was gonna say, like 5'5" and up is not LABUBU. So, maybe you are. How tall? Oh, my hip just popped. Jesus Christ. Speaking of the LABUBUs, at the concert, I swear, I saw like copy and paste of performative men. There was so many. Their silver little chain necklace, their button-up overshirt that's unbuttoned or buttoned slightly.
They're reading a feminist book.
Their like light-colored, pastel-colored shirt. Their long baggy denim jeans. Their tote bag. So many. There was just so many performative men everywhere. And I don't know if they're real performative or if they're styled performative, because some of the clothes I wear make me look like a performative man, but I don't like LABUBUs.
You don't like LABUBU?
I don't like LABUBUs or like matcha or like, and I don't read feminist literature because I'm bad at reading.
Well, then you're putting up horrible performances.
I know, but I'm not a performative male. I'm not performing. I will blast the performative male music in my car and sing to it when no one's watching.
I will listen to the music even when no one's there.
I will perform. I'm not performing for you. I'm not performing for myself. This is not a performance. This is who I am. I do listen to Levan, Biba and Radiohead. I do not read feminist literature. I do like the Mufasa little blind boxes. I do wear baggy jeans. I do not have a tote bag or a carabiner. I saw the ultimate performative male came into my work one time, actually. Like, fully. Like, he entered. He had tote bag. He had wired headphones. Baggy hoodie on. Baggy jeans. He had 2 carabiners. One with a LABUBU on his little pants. One with a LABUBU on his little bag. Peak performative male. Never in my life have I seen another man put on such a performance to be performative.
I feel like it just takes a lot of effort to be a performative male. And I just don't feel like I have that much energy.
I can't perform. I just dress how I dress. Summer and winter, I dress slightly differently, though. So the style will change. I will no longer be super performative.
I'm just always stylish. Don't look at me up and down.
Don't say that you're always stylish. I've seen the shirts you wear.
Yeah,
I've seen the pants you wear.
And I am styling.
No.
Yeah, with my fried t-shirt.
You have you style what Amazon bad t-shirts is advertising.
Yeah, and they're stylish.
What
Do
kind
not
of
give me
style
that
is
look.
it? What style?
The style is awesome.
The
That's
style
what it
is Among Us in 2020, bro.
Yeah.
That Among Us 2025 style.
And how is that bad?
Let's just say it's not my style.
Yeah, because you're not as amazing as me.
We speak nothing of what I've just done. I don't know how it happened, actually. Oh no. This is not good.
I just wear my black pants, and I wear a t-shirt, and I'm good.
You know what? That's fair. You know what? Sometimes less is more.
That people would call skinny, which are normal pants.
Yes. I remember you're skinny.
They are just regular pants.
Sometimes they're skinny. I personally just don't like the feel. The only reason I don't wear jeans like the ones that you wear is because I don't like the feeling of it touching me.
It's easier to run.
I would say it's less easy to run.
It's easier to run because if it's so, like, tightened, it's easier to move. It feels like it's part of me.
That's fair. I personally am the opposite. I like my clothes not fitting on me because I don't want them touching me. As little touch as possible is what I want. I want to feel free. Unrestrained even.
And I'm okay with, like, shirts that are sometimes tight. I just don't like how they look on me.
That's fair. I don't like tight shirts on me either. They can see.
They can see my nipples.
They cannot see my nipples. They're not looking at my nipples. I promise you. It's like the Myrrh thing from Impractical Jokers.
I feel like we brought up Impractical.
Probably.
I feel like we keep on bringing up Myrrh from the Impractical Jokers just regularly.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's no longer a bit anymore. We just keep on talking about Myrrh.
I think it's just weirdly relevant to half the things we say sometimes, which is very confusing.
You know, it's really weird that Murr from the Impractical Jokers just keeps on appearing.
He's come up in our conversations a lot more than I thought.
A lot more than people should talk about Murr from Impractical Jokers.
Exactly.
Or just Impractical Jokers in general.
Yeah, I agree.
And anyways, that was time. So, I'm Zoma.
And I'm Duck.
And yeah.
That was a something show. We still don't know what we're going to talk about. We'll see you all next week when we also don't know what we're going to talk about.
We're here, if we remember that the podcast is on Mondays
from 9 to 10 p.m. See you guys later, and everybody have a great night. Shout out to Starbucks. Love you all.
No.